Before the evening is over, we'll have heard from Janice Ian. We'll have heard from Dave Bromberg and his group. And right behind me, Steve Goodman.
So sweet and lovely, whoa lady be good, whoa lady be good to me. I am so often misunderstood, whoa lady be good to me. Now won't somebody please have some pity, whoa I'm all alone in this lonesome city. If you come home darling, I would behave like I should, whoa, lady, be good to me. Come on now. Won't somebody please have some pity? Yes, I'm all alone in this lonesome city, and I'm just lost and lonesome, babe, in the woods. Whoa, lady, be good to me, and lady, be good to me. This song is 60 seconds long, I think. My baby came to me this morning. She said, I'm kinda confused. She said, if me and B.B. King was both drowning, boy, which one would you choose? I said, whoa, baby. I said, whoa, baby. I said, whoa, 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 baby. Babe, I ain't never heard you play no blues. When I first met you, baby, you fed me on chicken and wine. It was steak and potatoes, and babe, I sure felt fine. But now all you give me is seaweed and these alfalfa sprouts and sunflower seeds, and I got my doubts. Babe, you left me here with the chicken cordon bleu. My stomach is empty and all I got is food for thought. I've been sitting here thinking about the 20 pounds of groceries we bought. We bought 10 pounds of brown rice and 5 more of beans and 5 pounds of granola, and you know what that means. I'm a regular fella, and I got the chicken cordon bleu. I'm starved for affection, and I don't think I can stand no more. You know, this stuff is so weird that the cockroaches moved next door. Babe, can you see that old dog standing out in the street? He's got a big smile on his face 'cause they let him eat meat. And I got you, and I got the chicken cordon bleu. Oh, why don't you come out? I've been waiting to do this for years. I'd like to bring out some people who play some pretty good music. Steve Berg on guitar, Hugh McDonald on bass, Jeff Gutchin on piano, and Steve Mosley on drums. Okay, here we go. If I thought for just one moment I could take you at your word, I'd let you in on almost anything I see. But you've been caught in the act of spreading secrets that you heard, and they got a way of getting back to me. Total strangers come and tell me my life story, telling me where I went wrong on things I've never done before. And it's one kind favor I'd be asking you. Don't you do me any favors anymore. I've been accused of being ragged and unholy. I guess I've been called most every name except dead. But it'd take 10 strong men, 100 years of running loose and wild, to live up to all the stories that you spread. Total strangers come and tell me my life story, telling me where I went wrong on things I've never done before. And it's about this next one here. When I got back from London, got my time zones crossed up. Plane left London at 1 in the afternoon and landed in Chicago at 2:30 in the afternoon. The song's called 6 Hours Ahead of the Sun. The other title is Don't Wait Up for the Lobster Boats, Grandpa's coming home with the crabs. One more night in a transatlantic city, and the clocks all run on someone else's time, and the streets run so close to the houses, but none of them run into mine, and the people are all in a hurry, and the whiskey's just as cheap as the beer. That skyline looks just like that postcard I sent you. Darling, I wish that you were here. Some folks travel for pleasure, and other folks are just born to roam. And some folks can't stand the pressure, and some of them never come home. I only go where I have to go, and I only come home when I'm done. And if everything's right, then I'll be home Friday night, 6 hours ahead of the sun. All right, now. One more night in a transatlantic city, and you buy one round for everyone inside, and you order up the same old glass of trouble, but trouble just don't taste the same tonight. And the local bartender tells you the same story, and the local lovelies dance before your eyes, and they call that dance old youngers Cordon, and I can't get all this mud out of my eyes. Some folks drink when they're happy, and other folks drink when they're dry. Some folks drink so they won't have to think, and some of them drink until they die. Drinking just gives me amnesia, but the devil has a list of those who run. You run when place and show and nowhere to go, and 6 hours ahead of the sun. Let's do the Pirates. a song about a fellow named Ross Cassio. He owns the Lincoln Towing Company in Chicago. And you ever see those signs that say that there's 90-minute parking here, and the violator will be towed at the owner's expense? In Chicago, this is the guy that does it. He has a couple of German shepherds that bite big dents in the fenders of the cars that get towed into his lot. Kind of a weird fella. I saw a pirate movie not long before I wrote this. That's kind of how this happened, I guess. How you doing? The street lamps are on in Chicago tonight. Lovers are gazing at stars. The stores are all closing and Daly is dozing and Cassio's counting the cars. And there's more cars than places to put 'em, he said, that I got room for them all. So round 'em up, boys, 'cause I want some more toys. Hit the lot by the grocery store. To me away, hey, tow 'em away. The Lincoln Park Pirates are we. From Wilmette to Gary, there's none that's so hairy, and we always collect our fee. Way, hey, tow 'em away. We plunder the streets of your town. Be it Edsel or Chevy, there's no car too heavy, and no one can make us shut down. We break into cars when we gotta, with pickaxe and hammer and saw. They said this garage had no license, but little care I for the law. All my drivers are friendly and courteous. They're good manners you always will get, 'cause they all are recent graduates of the charm school in Joliet. Come away, hey, tow 'em away. The Lincoln Park Pirates are we. From Wilmette to Gary, there's none that's so hairy, and we always collect our fee. Come away, hey, tow 'em away. We plunder the streets of your town. Be it Edsel or Chevy, there's no car too heavy, and no one can make us shut down. And when all the cars are collected, and all of their fenders are ruined, then I'll tow every boat in the Belmont Harbor to the Lincoln Park Lagoon. And when I've collected the ransom, and I've sunk all the ones that won't yield, I'll tow the goddamn planes that are blocking the runways out at old Harefield. Come away, hey, tow 'em away. The Lincoln Park Pirates are we. From Wilmette to Gary, there's none that's so hairy, and we always collect our fee. Come away, hey, tow 'em away. Now citizens gather around, and I think it's enough. Let's call his bluff. Let's tow the bum out of town. Scotty, we're gonna have some surprise help.
Let him do cheek back.
No, let him. Scotty, we're going to let the cheek player play back there on his mic.
You guys flow that mic.
And we're going to send the horns over there just for this one song, okay? That's it. Cheek. Key of G. It was late one night by pale moonlight, all the vegetables gave us free. They put out a sign that said the dancing that night and all the admissions were free. There was peas and there's greens, there's cabbage and there's beans. It was the biggest crowd you ever did see. And when Mr. Cucumber struck up that number, well, you should have heard them vegetables scream. Oh, the little turnip top was doing the backward flop. The cabbage shook the shimmy till she could not stop. The little red meat shook its feet. The watermelon died of the cockeyed heat. The little tomato agitator took the shimmy with the sweet potato. And old man Garlic dropped dead of the colic down at the barnyard dance this morning. Down at the barnyard dance. All right, Mr. Cheeks.
Let me just say, this is Oscar Brand on WNYC, the Municipal Broadcasting System. We're listening to a special program about Steve Goodman with private tapes, and we'll continue the Folk Song Festival right now.
Easy now. Oh, the little turnip top was doing the backwards flop. The cabbage shook the shimmy till she could not stop. The little red pea shook its feet. The watermelon died of the cockeyed heat. Little tomato agitato, sing it, Louis, shook the shimmy with the sweet potato. And old man Garlic dropped dead of the colic down at the barnyard dance this morning. Down at the children, it was late this morning. Down at the barnyard dance.
Here we go. Pretty good. Let's go. Baby, don't you wanna go to my old hometown, a sweet home, Chicago? If the river was whiskey and I was a duck, don't you wanna go to my old hometown, a sweet home, Chicago? All right. down my walking gait. Look on yonder wall, hand me down my walking gait. Well, I got a new woman, yeah, yonder come your man. I know your man been in the war, and I know he had it rough. I don't know how many men he had to kill, but big I swear he's killed enough. Look on yonder wall, hand me down my walking gait. I got a new woman, yeah, yonder come your man. All right, Jeffrey, Mr. Piano. Chicago. Thank you very much. John Payne, Peter Eklund, Jeff Gutchin, Hugh McDonald, Steve Mosley, and Steve Bird. Listen, hear me for a second. I would like to thank a very gracious man named David Bromberg. That's his horn section. John Payne and Peter Eklund. And, man, we got too loud. We'll never get to that one. Forgive me. And after this, Janice Ian is going to come up, and I recommend that you try to come back down to where she is, because it's worth your time. And after that, David Bromberg, who's been more than gracious and has a real good. We worked together Saturday in St. Louis, and this band is outrageous. So you're gonna have a good time. Here's a tune I wrote when I was working under the name James Brown.
We're gonna do this. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good, so good. I got you. I feel like like sugar and spice. So nice, oh nice, I got you. I know I can't do no wrong when I hold you in my arms. Won't do you no harm. I feel like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice, I got you. No harm. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice, I got you. So good, I got you. So good, I got you. Hey! Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. And there's 15 cars and 15 restless riders. There's 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. They're out on the southbound Odyssey, and the train pulls out of Kankakee, and it rolls past the houses and farms and fields, passing towns that have no name, and freight yards full of old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Just a singing, good morning America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son, and I'm just the train they call the city of New Orleans. Now be gone 500 miles when day is done, and I was dealing cards with the old men in the club car. And it's many a port, there ain't nobody keeping score. And won't you pass that paper bag that holds that bottle? Now you can feel the wheels stumbling neath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their daddy's magic carpet made of steel. And mothers with their babes asleep go rocking to the gentle beat and the rhythm of the rails, that's all they dream. Just a singing, good morning America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son, and I'm just a train they call the city of New Orleans. Now be gone 500 miles when the day is done. All right, Stephen. City of New Orleans. We're changing cars.
halfway home, and we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness rolling to the sea. But all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream, and that steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings that song again, and if passengers will please refrain, this train's got the disappearing railroad blues. Just a singing good night, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son, and I'm just a train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Just a singing good night, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone a long, long time. The day is done. Jeff Gutson, Hugh McDonald, Steve Mosley, and Steve Bird. And we thank you. Good night.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I think I'm just trying to be the best possible entertainer. I don't know what that word means, really, other than to say that if someone pays their money and comes out of their house and shows up where someone is singing, I expect that I don't see myself in the role of the educator or, folk traditionalist or what have you, half as much as I see myself as an entertainer who happens to be singing traditional songs or songs that sound like traditional songs.
Yeah, I'm around Chicago. Chicago's a great melting pot for traditional song. You get all the music, white and black, that came up from the South after World War II. And I guess that's where I learned all those Jimmy Rogers songs. And the Muddy Waters ones.
Well, now, those are in your programs now, but you also do a lot of your own material and contemporary material. What got you into that?
Well, I don't know. I just, I think most songwriters write in spite of the fact that they know other good songs, and I'm not trying to top anything. I never write anything unless I think there's something I can add to what's already been said about it. And I don't know. When they started taking trains off the lines, I didn't write train songs before that. Because I sang all the Jimmy Rogers ones. I guess.
Now, some of your songs have become popular in performances by other singers in many ways.
Right. A fellow named Arlo Guthrie and an old girl named Jackie DeShannon, who once used to be a folk singer, I'm told, somewhere long ago. A couple of people have recorded some of my stuff. Mostly just City in New Orleans, I guess. That one.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people are doing your work, and it's very likely to. One day, your performance of one of your songs is going to be have that kind of general acceptance.
Oh, I'd be embarrassed to make any judgments as to whether that'd happen or wouldn't.
Have you any song that you think has the kind of quality that's going to appeal to the generation that's buying records today?
I think the people that are buying records today are just looking to be entertained by the music they buy, and I think good music, if it's heard, will be bought. That's how I feel about it. I don't think radio in general, at least in the States, plays a fair cross-section of the kinds of music that people are making. There's certainly not enough jazz on the radio. Certainly not enough classical music on the radio. And I think if radio programming was less in line with commercial interests and more in line with musical tastes, the people running the radio stations, we'd be a lot better off.
I said to Steve that I had just been talking on the phone with Ira Gershwin, who was on the West Coast at the time, and in my capacity as curator of the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and that Ira didn't think very much of some of the popular songs of the day. And I asked Steve how he felt about the popular songs of the day and the writers of the past. And this was his answer.
Well, I'm going to go out there and sing Lady Be Good. Now, I imagine Ira's still out there somewhere saying that City of New Orleans or Sam Stone or things like that, or some of the Beatles things, or whatever that they aren't in the same league with. It Ain't Necessarily So, and all that stuff that his brother wrote. His brother was a great songwriter. Well, no accounting for taste, I guess. I like their songs, and if they don't like mine, that's too bad. Oscar, you don't like me and my friends' songs, I figure it's their loss, because I sure sing their stuff, and I know where I came from, I mean, I enjoy listening to all that stuff, but I couldn't have written the stuff I wrote if I hadn't listened to songs, popular and traditional, that went before.